All right, stream refresh successful. That was 8 hours. We were going for 8 hours, so I figured I better go ahead and hit the refresh button. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and switch over to this. Everything's already set up. We're good. We just need to switch the screen and go back. So we got a lot done our last 8 hours. Holy crap, we got a lot done. All right, so let me catch you up. So we got a bunch of resources piped in. We just got steel manufacturing up to par. So this is all making solid steel ingots, and that's feeding steel pipe and steel beam manufacturing, which looks like it's backed up. Looks like it's caught up. Oh yeah, we're full. Well, that's not full. Are these still making? Yeah. All right, well that problem is resolved. Oh, whoops. So now beams are making, but pipes are caught up. We're pushing pipes across the way. This is a little project that I decided I wanted to try. And basically what I did is I took 1,200 ingots. So we've got 1,200 iron coming in over here on 2 belts. 3 belts. So, or 4 belts of 300, sorry. And that makes 1,200 ore off of 4 normal nodes, which is 12. This is producing 1,200 ingots split into 2 belts. Yeah, split into 2 belts. One coming down here. This is 600, which feeds this line first, and that's making rods, which should be stopped. These are still working. So the project is that basically this will stop when this is full. These will all be yellow, and they'll stop and burst manufacture until we use them. So if you use a little from the dimensional depot, or we're sending rods out, then this will kick up manufacturing. Eventually, we will have one line coming into here, and we can add another, because we have 4 lines. Each one of those will have 600. So we could have 2 lines of 1,200 feeding this if we wanted to. So we shouldn't have a bottleneck. This is making plates. It's starting to spill over because all these shut down. It's sending ingots this way. And the way that we accomplish this is by using smart splitters. So basically it goes right here. Overflow's going straight. So once this is backed up, this line has to be backed up. Once it's backed up, it starts sending all the ingots this way, and so on and so forth. So this is set up the same way. So there's that, and it pushes it onto screws, and then screws will be made last. We need screws for rips, but we don't need screws, like, I don't really feel like we need any screws for anything else. We're using alternate recipes, so. And we could have used, for rips, wherever they are, we could have used like this one and used ingots, and this is probably one of the better ones. We could have used this. We could have used this. We could have used this. There's several different options. Instead of using screws, I just chose to use screws. I don't know why. I may change that because this looks like it's not working well. And then over in the grassy fields, we're making resources, so I've just been manually feeding screws. Excuse me, and plates. Plates are almost full. And they're going to continue to be backed up until screws catch up over here. So anyways, and then rips go in here. Once they're done being used down the line, this will start backing up and filling up here. So anyways, we're feeding that all over here. We got oscillators coming into here. This is all oscillators. And then we got AI limiters, which we have a buttload of those. That's working out really well. It looks like copper sheets might be limited at this point. So we're kind of running into a situation where I've got copper sheets split up here, so they're heading that way and this way. But my thought is like, yes, we need some of this, but we don't need a constant flow of it, so that's why I split that. This is making circuit or high-speed connectors. So we got quite a few of those going. And then we got a bunch of computers. And what I might do tonight is just leave the game going and let all this catch up. Just let it fill up. Radio control units. We got quite a few of those, and that's what we need to make. That's what we were working on for drones, because we need 10 to make a drone port. HMFs, this is what we just got finished, was the modular frames. We're feeding rips over here, and then modular frames are backing up into our storage. And so then we're going to feed HMFs over here, encased beams, steel pipe, and concrete. Not a big deal. I needed the modular frames. I guess I'm missing plastic somehow. So we need to go take a look at that. I think I've got a train station full of plastic downstairs though. So we'll go look at that, and then hopefully we can get the HMFs done. We're not far off. Get the HMFs done. Yeah, still grinding. Getting it done. We're about to finish up HMFs, and then once we have HMFs, we're ready for drones. We've got the drones done, or ready to start putting some drones out, and we just need fuel for drones. So that's going to be the next step, really. I think rubber and plastic's down here. Here's plastic. Yep, got a whole container full of plastic. Two containers full of plastic. So anyways, that should start updating. There it goes. And we can go make, I'm gonna make like maybe like 4 machines making HMFs for now. And we'll let those go through the night and get backed up. I'm probably gonna be streaming till about 10:30 or so. I was gonna stream all night, but it's been kind of slow today. So we're gonna put drones at nitrogen and here. So I'm gonna focus my drones on bringing nitrogen back and forth for now. And then we need, I think we need, no, we don't need it here. I was gonna say, I thought we needed nitrogen somewhere in here. That's water. Yeah, right here. So I needed to get that out of the way so that I can use it on my in my production over here. Right? That is nitrogen, right? Nitric acid, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna use blenders, and then we'll have nitrogen coming in from drones. But then we're also gonna have drones coming to the base with nitrogen. So, because we need that for not just that, we need it for down the line here. We need it somewhere. Over here. Oh, we need it for phase 4 to finish phase 4. So, but we've almost got everything over here that was being made in the grassy fields. The only thing we don't have is rotors, motors, stators, which is not a big deal. If I can just make a couple lines over here off of my rips, rotors, motors, stators, and then it'll just spill over. We'll be done with that. So we're gonna Make some room here. All right. And supercomputers. And also we need it for nuclear to unlock, do some unlocks. So yeah. Okay, which one were we gonna use? I'm gonna use. I got plenty of rubber. I hate fucking screws. I think I'm gonna use this one. Let's go mod frames. Mod frames are coming from here, so we can do mod frames on the ground. Dude, I do mergers. I'm getting tired of making mistakes. Yeah, I did. Okay. And then next we're gonna do, oh, I didn't copy the recipe over. I'm doing heavy encased, heavy encased, heavy encased. Yeah, I can't go all night. I was going to, but it's been so slow. Is YouTube even... Hold on. Is my stream even up on YouTube? There, yeah, it is. It was blank. It was black. I'm not gonna go all night because it's been so slow. If there was more viewers, then I would do that, but I've had like 2 viewers all day, so. And I just did this backwards. Plus the wifey will be home at like 11. So, dude, really? There we go. I don't need that random splitter sticking up through my floor when I start doing the phase work. Okay, that's gonna be encased beams. And then we need steel pipe. I love late night streaming though, honestly. Like I said, the other night I streamed all night, about 4 o'clock. When I signed off for the night at 6 a.m., I had over 100 people watching me, and I was like, I just can't go any further. I signed off, but... And then another night, I had like 200 people watching me about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, man, this is crazy. So I really like the late night streaming, but it's yeah, it is kind of rough. And then if I do it all night, I'm no good the next day either. I'm out. I'm done. I want to make this as confusing as possible to follow. That's why I'm trying to do it this way. I don't want anyone copying my work. I want them to work for it. Nobody's going to copy my work. All right, we need encased beams, steel pipe, and concrete all coming over here. No problem. Let's run 3 lines. But yeah, if things pick up, then I'll take a break when she gets home and say hello and eat a sandwich with her, and I'll come back and stream. I just realized something. Am I not in full screen? There we go. Yep. All right. Yeah, so I built all of this. All of this. All of that. Since y'all been gone. Concrete. Is this all the concrete feeding in here? These 2 buffers. If she crashes, we'll have to see. The other thing is she's got a big trip, so when I'm streaming, I'm loud as shit, and I keep her awake, so she doesn't sleep good. And she's got this big company trip coming up, so I don't want to keep her up all night. So that, I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, every time I stream late, she's like, I hope you had a good time, because I didn't sleep for shit last night. My bad. Like, all I hear is your dumbass laughing there. And then I have to tell her, like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I did have a good time. All right, let's grab encased and steel pipe. We were talking about, it's not that you're loud, it's because you enjoy yourself without her. Yeah, probably. Me and Tyre were talking about, like, if they ever decided that there would be belt collisions, like you tried to place a belt, you know, coming across here and it turned red because you're crossing a belt or something, or, you know, something of that, or like it affected your throughput, I'd be screwed. Wait, do I have pipe going over there already? Where is this going? I already have pipe going over there, so I just need to get encased and I already got concrete. Yeah, so just encased. Derailing. Yeah, that's what he and I were talking about. He was like, if they did that, I'd want them to derail items, so it's like all over the fucking floor and you got to clean shit up. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that shit. That sounds terrible. my goal is that if I put my save in Discord and somebody loads into it, I want them to be like, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. Then I feel like I've been purposeful. I've met my goal. I can be like, well, I guess you shouldn't be stealing my fucking save then. Play your own. I got concrete encased. Really, this is the only thing I need then, because I've already got pipes going over there. Goal reached, exactly. If you're not triggered watching my stream, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry about your luck. Uh-oh. And she crashed. She crashed. I don't know how I crashed it, but she's crashed. Yeah. I was gonna order hamburgers and order pizza or something before she got here, and I messaged her and I was like, "Hey, we're just gonna have sandwiches tonight. I'm not spending any fucking money." She's like, "Okay, that's fine." I guess I'm playing too good. Exactly. I think that means I beat the game. Honestly, that's probably what that means. It probably is a collision issue. It's like there's too many fucking collisions in your save, bro. Oh yeah. So these are the 3 items that I need. They just conveniently came together. Split, bro. It sure didn't look like a Mark V. It looked like a Mark I. Which wouldn't surprise me if there's just Mark I's just chilling somewhere in here. I have, the aluminum is right there. It's right. I'll show you where it's at. It might as well be at this base. It's just downstairs on the ground. I have a train delivering sheets and... Well, you know where it's at. That's where we were at earlier. Oh, no, we weren't there. We were at rubber and plastic. I'm sorry. I should have cut it in. Fuck me. I'm gonna need this ceiling space. Let me redo this real quick. I know they're crossing, but still. I'm okay with crossing. I don't need just random lines running everywhere up there. Like, let's game it out. Giving you a fucking seizure. Just beside the base. Yes, the little train hub beside the base is exactly where it's at. Get out of my fucking way, bro. Once I get this tied in, I'll show you. And I got a whole, I'm actually sinking an entire aluminum ingot line. So I've got room to expand over there. I think I have, right now I've got 1200 bauxite going in there, 2 pures. But I'm limited to 600 per belt. So once I can Mark III that shit, I'll have 2400 bauxite going into the aluminum. If I need it. I'm hoping that I don't need it. I'm hoping I can do my unlocks and I can be done with this save as quickly as possible. Then I can delete the save. Delete it, never to be played again. Okay, here we go. All right, this is tied together. So that's going to be 1 belt. It's going to be 2 belts. It's going to be 3 belts. And I went too far. Straight mode is saving my life. Kinda. I'm still fucking it up, but it's kind of saving my life. There we go. It's tied in. She's good. You said you might keep the game running. Mind if I join and I'll find a project to tune up? Like aluminum sheets. I don't give a shit. That's fine with me. Let me figure out why this isn't sending shit over here. I mean, I'm not getting offline. But yeah, I don't care. Fine with me. Oh, just don't like try and tear everything down and rebuild it or delete shit while I'm offline or something. Don't be an asshole. Despite the temptation, you're like, I'm deleting all these belts and I'm going to fix them so they don't cross. Good luck. Okay, what's this going to? Bro, respect. Respect what? Oh, this isn't tied in. That's the problem. There we go. Respect the spaghetti, bro. All right, hold on. I'm fucking confused right now. Something's wrong. shitty da, shitty da, shitty da. Shitty da. We did a wrong thing. We did a bad thing. Kinda. Kinda not really. Oh. That's fucking beautiful. There we go. There we go. That should self-correct. Encased beams, concrete. And then this can feed back over to this. Okay, so that's concrete. Go in there, encased beams and pipes. Like I said, I'm just connecting shit. Connect the dots, check a box. That's what this game's all about for me right now. Tyler Burke, welcome to the channel. Hello. How are you, sir? Ma'am, whatever the case may be. Man, I'm doing pretty good. Okay, beams are coming through. Is concrete coming through yet? Concrete's coming through. Steel pipes. Where you at, bro? Where's them steel pipes? What the fuck happened to my steel pipes? It's not worth it. Unless you want to just completely say goodbye to your life as you know it, I wouldn't start this game. It's absolutely addicting. It's a pain in the ass. Wait. What am I splitting here? I don't know what that fucking line is. Hacks your brain. It does hack your brain. See, like this. I just fucked up something. I don't even know what I fucked up. No. I will say, if you keep your line straight, where you can like actually trace shit and troubleshoot, you're probably okay. I did not do that. And now I'm gonna have to probably go delete some shit to fix it. But, you know, if you can keep track of shit and you're like semi-organized, I could have come off of this line right here instead of going all the way over there. Oh well. If it works, it works. See, I didn't pay attention and I fucked some shit up. It is interesting. It is interesting, but I'm screwing stuff up. Basically, there needs to be a purge button in these. There needs to be, because if you load the wrong thing, it goes into the internal bullshit in here. So one thing I could do that I didn't think about doing, if there's a recipe, if anything takes copper sheets, I can turn that recipe on, clear the buffer. I guarantee there's nothing that takes copper sheets. The one fucking thing that you can't clear. Anyways. Oscillator alt was wire, copper wire, wasn't it? Yeah. No copper, it doesn't have copper sheets in there. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Fucked it up worse. These guys are running. We're making HMFs on these guys. This one that I deleted, I fucked up. Look at this. This is why. Hold on. Let's see if we can fuck up as much stuff as possible while we fix this. Power. There we go. It's working. Perfect. So we got HMFs working. It looks like hot freaking garbage, but it's going to work. So the game's fun. It really challenges your brain. There's lots of problems that exist in the game, and there's problems that you create in the game yourself. Overthinking, all kinds of crazy shit. And then there's people that just play this game and they're like, this is fucking easy. This is relaxing. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. There. We'll let those upload. I need those to catch up. And I'll go show you the aluminum factory. So if I had to calculate like my throughput and figure out how many of each item I'm making, I'm fucked. I'm screwed. All right, this is my aluminum factory down here, right here. I've got over there is bauxite belted in from 2 nodes. One is right there, one's like over there somewhere. And then they come into this factory. Man, there's a significant lag in YouTube right now. So this is the coal drop off. Coal's coming in for this plant. Ow. I'm not sure from where. Oh, I know where. The train's bringing it. That train right there. So up in there somewhere is coal and quartz. It's on the other side of the mountain. And this is aluminum. And then I had quartz coming in here, but I bypassed that. So I have copper coming from there to here. That goes into the aluminum plant. This one is aluminum coming from there to here. And then this one is coal coming from up there to here. Terribly. I tried to make it as inefficient as possible. I was like, how can I make this as complicated as possible? And that's what I came up with. So this is aluminum. It's making alumina solution from bauxite and water off of these water, and then I don't know, 600 bauxite. No, 1200 bauxite. And then that's going into here to make aluminum scrap. Coal gets fed from there, so it kind of burst manufactures. And then this makes copper ingots, which feeds back up there. And then this is all making aluminum from scrap. Wait, why? Oh yeah, so this is making scrap. Water's feeding back into there. And then the scrap comes over here to make ingots. Then it goes upstairs. And this first line makes casing. I didn't do the math. I just laid some machines down and started feeding it. So this is, you probably can make it way more efficient. I didn't have the patience or time. So this is aluminum casings off of ingots, this little line right here. And then all of these are sheets. And then I have the third line of ingots just getting sunk right here. And I'm not even sure how much is going through there. Quite a bit, probably. And the reason I sunk this, I was thinking about doing like maybe aluminum rods or I don't know. There's a bunch of recipes. Like heat sink. I can make heat sinks back over at the factory. I could take these ingots over there and make heat sinks, which I'm gonna need. That's probably a good use. But I can also make it out of these, which I think is a better recipe because I'm making a buttload of casings. And then there's alumina. What in there? Isn't there aluminum rods? Is that just? Yeah, I don't need these. I don't need this. I don't need aluminum rods. Don't make aluminum rods, for sure. Empty fluid tanks. I'm gonna end up needing empty fluid tanks, so that's a thing I could do. Look at this mess. This is freaking. This was terrible. My trains are. I mean, they're working, but it's a mess. So anyways, that's that. That's my, that's how I got things going. And there's a, let me see. Back here, I could hitch a ride to that station. I've got an underground station. There's a cave at the back, like back here. There's coal like right here. And I did not pick up. You son of a bitch, pushing me down the tracks. There's coal back there and I didn't get it, but I was gonna bring that coal up here so that I could use it for other things. I just finished getting coal from right over there. That train is only going and getting coal back and forth. So, yeah, there's lots that could be done. Yeah, I got 2 stations in a cave. One's making SAM, one's making quartz. Oh yeah, you were online when we did that. I think we were chatting while we were making that. And I didn't put the rail through the cave because it was kind of tight. I was just gonna run a rail like maybe like hell, I don't know. Tee off of this somewhere and go back there to do the coal. That was a thing that I wanted to do and bring that in. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me, bro. I just don't. All I ask is that you don't progress the milestones. If you jump in and play, don't progress the milestones. In other words, like don't finish nuclear power or anything like that. I want to do that on stream. Excuse me. But by all means, you can prep that. Why is this backed up to... We're waiting on computers. Yeah, I know. I'm just, I'm just saying. You gotta say it. I think most people wouldn't even let people play on their save, but I don't care. What's the worst thing that can happen? I have to start over and do things the right way? Don't let that happen. Okay, I got HMFs. We're gonna need a bunch more though. And then supercomputers, just increase what you got. Yeah, you can increase what I got. I just the other thing is like the power. Like where are we at? Things are like burst manufacturing, so even though I've only got 20K, I'm only using 8,000 of 24,000. So there's a long way to go. I don't want to max out my grid, you know? That would be nice. Super nice. Let's do this. Let's look at this. Supercomputers. Where are they? Right here. I was going to use the vanilla recipe because I have everything to make it. See, like I didn't do any math. I just plopped down 4 machines and I'm like, fucking work, go. If I leave this going all night, this will all be made tomorrow and I don't have to worry about it no more. I'll have a huge surplus. And then these machines will be shut down, not consuming power, and I can move on to my next milestone. I think people jump into my stream and they see all this shit and they're like, okay, I'm triggered, I'm leaving. Okay, we have all of this. All of it. These are making HMFs. These are making modular frames. Computers. No, these are RCUs. This is computers. So we can split this off. Oh, here we go. Trigger alert. Super efficient. Like I would wager that this is one of the most efficient factories ever created. Like it's so good that when I'm done with this factory, there's probably not anything left to come back to Satisfactory for. So I'll probably just move on to another game. Something super challenging like fucking RuneScape or something, you know? Something that really tests my mental, what do you call that? Fortitude. There we go. Look how pretty that is. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. Nice fourth dimensional building phase through. Oh, yes. Computers? What else? AI limiters? Oh, yeah. This is going to get fun here. Let's see. We got AI limiters over here somewhere. Now I'm having fun. This is fun. Computers. High-speed connectors. That might be something I need over there. Is this AI limiters? Circuit boards. AI limiters. And label nothing. Whatever you do, don't label anything. That's extremely important that you don't label anything. Curve? A fucking curve? I feel like... Do you guys ever watch Total? Total Eclipse? Have you guys ever seen him? He gets triggered by this shit. It would be funny for him to see my build. What the hell? Next, we're gonna go hunting for, oh yeah, high-speed connectors. We got high-speed connectors. We got that. Computers. High-speed connectors right there. Let's just go right here. Right? Can we split that out? No. Put a splitter on right here. Look how perfect that is. That was perfect. I couldn't have planned that better. All right, now this one's rubber. Which I think is on a freaking all the way down there. Actually, I might be pulling rubber already. We'll find out. What are those? Aluminum? Aluminum. The session ID is the same. I didn't restart the... Well, I did restart the game. So, I don't know. It may have changed. What the fuck is going on here? Is either one of these, nope, that's rubber. I should probably check and see where I'm going. Let's see where we're going. Let's see, aluminum, SAM, coal, what's that? Quartz. Copper. Plastic. Plastic. Right here. I almost got an O Canada channel reward. I was thinking about it. I found it and I was like, would this be funny? And then I thought, I don't think anyone will get it, so I didn't do it. Look at that curve. Swoop. Bam. That's what 600 plastic a minute looks like. Just pure numbers. Wouldn't it be crazy if someone was like smart enough to build this fast and do this shit and like do the math in their head this quick? Like actually care about it and do it? That would blow my mind. I'd be like, holy shit, look at this dude go. Someone probably, people who join the channel and don't know this game are probably like, dude, this guy's super fucking smart. He knows exactly where everything's supposed to go and how to run it. I'm pretty smart. I'm not that smart. No, bad belt, bad belt. All right. Here we go. Number purist. You sit down and work out like, I need 6.72 machines, so I'm going to overclock this 6th machine to underclock it. Rather, do 7 machines and underclock the 7th one to 0.72. You're that guy, huh? There's nothing wrong with that. That's how Tyre is. I'm doing shit and he's like, whoa, 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 hold on. What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, dude, you're going to use like 1.5 megawatts more if you do it that way. You should do it this way. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it that way. You talked me into it. He says, summoned. You rang. For real, that's how you should see his save. He's like, I'm going to complete the game and I'm going to use 1 iron node, nothing else. Whether it needs copper or limestone or nitrogen, it's iron only for me. Who am I, Lurt? Yeah. And he finds a way. It just like materializes. Look, oh fuck, he's making nitrogen out of an iron node. How the fuck are you doing that? Oh, I know what I came up here for. I lost my train of thought. You guys distracted me. The fuck? You know, I've never even looked at one of these. That's really cool. Oh, so we've unlocked. Actually, we only have this one and 2 more in tier 8 to unlock. Situationally useful, yeah. So these, we're already making supercomputers. So these things, whatever those are, wherever the fuck those are, we need to make those next. FML, I don't even ever want to do this. Can I just quit the game after I unlock this milestone? Can I just be done? Be done at that point? The factory you son of a bitch. I don't even want to look at you. Yeah, the factory must grow. Yeah. Yes, I agree. So how does this thing work? What am I supposed to do? Because it says there's good shit nearby. Within that circle, there's that much shit. Is that what it's telling me? That's all it means. Oh, that's it. Okay. So it's like, hey, go find this shit. It's right here underneath your nose. I see one little thing right there. Pretty sure there's a Dyson sphere. Parrot? What do you mean parrot? You can pair it? Or you mean just use it? Can I do... Oh! Okay, I was like... I thought you meant like Bluetooth paired. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Oh. I thought you didn't run power. I was like, dude, you didn't even power this thing. Tyre, did you see what I did over here with the steel and the iron? Have you been lurking? Here's what I started when you stepped away. This is all the smelters. This is the iron rods. So I set it all up in lines, and then I put it on the smart splitter, so once this is done, it... Rods. Yeah, iron rods. See? I did rods. I did plates. I did screws, which I hate. But they basically like work until they overflow, and then they go to the next one, and the next one, and so on and so forth. Did you do default frames? What do you mean this is just production? I didn't do... I don't think I did default frames. What do you mean this is just production? I'm so damn confused. This is just to have it if you need it. Yes and no. I'm not using any of that shit right now other than to make rips. It's feeding the rips, but yeah, it's all just backlogging for now. And then it's feeding all this shit. So I got the... Here's the modular frames. Steel frames is what I'm doing. I'm feeding rips into there and steel pipes. And then I'm feeding that into heavy modular frames. So I'm making HMFs. Heavy mother... And then these are supercomputers. So I made it all the way to supercomputers. And then... yeah, people are getting triggered and leaving. They're like, fuck this guy. Look at these fucking belts. And they leave. That's okay. I'm having fun. Maybe it's not for these people. Brother, what is that? Brother, what is what? My belts? Oh, ew, brother. What is that? Yeah. I was like, what? What are you talking about? My belts? That look like shit. No, I'm still triggered about the screw belt. Well, you know, it is what it is. Matter of fact, this is going to trigger you even more. Because there's 20 of these machines on here making 50 screws a piece. You do the math, that's a 600 belt. But I am doing the solid steel ingot. And then I'm doing the steel pipes over here, feeding into that. And then I got 5 machines doing steel beams. Because it was like, I don't know. I don't even know the math. I did the math, though. I think it worked out. There's 6... Wait. Am I wrong? There should be 600 ingots coming off here. It's feeding 600 iron ingots and 600 coal, but I'm not using that because I only have a 600 belt. So there's 10 machines making 600 ingots. And those 600 ingots are feeding these, split into a 300 belt and a 300 belt. So, whatever. 5 machines, 60 ingots, 300. And then 10 machines, 30. That's before OCing. What do you mean that's before OCing? I didn't overclock anything. Read up. It's only because if you do need screws, one constructor can do 260 screws a minute off of steel beams. Yeah, well, you know. I can change the recipe later. I just throw shit down so I can I can check a box. And everything's staying full, except for copper sheets, which I may need to increase. Absolutely, yeah. I was just trying to let's get it down, check a box, and then move forward. And if I run into a bottleneck, the only bottleneck I'm running into right now is copper with the sheets, but I haven't brought, I'm just not mad, I'm just disappointed. Now you sound like my dad. It's exactly how he talks to me. I'm just using a map and a radius. Shows all collectibles. Okay, I guess I'm missing something. It doesn't show anything. Map doesn't show anything. So I was freaking out about power, but I'm only using about 8,000 because I'm burst manufacturing. They're talking about radar. He says use the map in the radius. It shows all collectible items. If he's talking about... Oh. Maybe I have to stand near that beacon or something and mark them. Anyways, it don't matter. The radar interface. What the fuck is the radar interface? There's a radar? Like this? Okay, it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's all good. So computers is a bottleneck still. And press E, that's interface. Oh, it didn't. I'm gonna go look. I gotta go look. I'm pretty happy with what I accomplished today. I did? Oh, when that little thing came up. Oh, this little thing. And it shows this. He said it shows all collectibles in the radius, though. It doesn't show anything. It shows this. Can't click on anything. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the game going all night because I want to let all my buffers fill up and everything, and let everything catch up because I think that'll help with next steps, and I don't have to wait forever, and I don't have to modify a bunch of shit. But I am still having a bottleneck at computers. Copper sheets. I really need to, yeah, circuit boards is a bottleneck, and copper sheets is bottlenecking that. Because I'm splitting copper sheets 15 different ways. And I don't think I have any more copper that I can steal from the belt bank over here. Oh, wait. That's a 150, I think. Into plastic and quick wire. I fucking quit. I don't know why these belts keep doing it. I'm spinning my wheel when I'm laying them or something. Yeah, we could do that, actually. that would probably help with our production. Where is the... That motherfucker's frying. AI limiters. Circuit boards. Or you can make more sheets. Yeah. Just send them down the same belt. Because I'm not making 600 sheets a minute, for sure. Let me do that instead of rerunning all the belts over there. For now. Later on, I want to do the circuit boards that we talked about with the oil. So I'll end up replacing that. Can you package heavy oil residue? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 100 sheets a minute. Oh, really? Get the fuck out of my way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could grab that oil and just bring it up here and use it. I just don't know if I need water. I might need packaged water or something. Who knows? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. Sorry, it probably blew everyone's ears out. Where? Wait. Oh, it's going down there. Okay. Copper alloy for twice the ingot production and steam copper sheets in refineries. You've got the space, power, and water. Okay. Okay. Steam copper sheets make one sheet out of one ingot. Cool. Here we go. Problem solved. I'm a freaking genius. The answer is always just build more shit. If you don't have enough product, build more shit. I have an extremely unique play style, I know. But my effectiveness is unquestionable. Look at that curve. Swoop. There we go. That's it. Problem solved. No more problems with copper sheets again. Oh, the only thing I'm not making over here, tire, I'm not making rotor stators motors yet, but I can just do a couple lines over here and move that production here. And then grassy fields, I can just delete everything, turning that into straight smelting and send it over here. And then once I have that production, belt it up from the train station. My plan was to belt it up from the train station. That's why I built those extra in the belt bank. And then I can kind of retool and get crazy with it. Tons of crystal oscillators in the same area. Rigger motors could be fun. We're getting lots of, I don't know how many we're making. We're making a shitload though. They're backing up. Yeah, I mean, we're making whatever that is, 5, 10. We're making 10 oscillators a minute right now. RCUs, I've got quite a few of those. What is this? This is probably computers. No, it's HMF. That's super computers. I don't even know, but after that you got spare oscillators, they can go to motors or computers. Yeah. Well, I don't fucking know. I'm looking for them. HMF. Supercomputers. At some point I probably should put some signs on some shit. RCUs right here. Bam! I got a bunch of RCUs. Exactly. Nobody puts comments in their code. You should be able to go through and scrub the code and figure it out on your own if you know what the hell you're talking about. And look, this is just challenging code. That's all this factory is challenging code. I just wrote it differently than you would write it. And, you know, didn't really use proper syntax. So it's probably not going to work in the long run. But the main premise is there. Hold on a second. Wife doesn't know how to open a door. All right. Wash that ass. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm at a point right now, a pretty good stopping point because everything's done. Like to the point that I wanted to get it done tonight. I'm not going to go using C++. Yeah. Dude, when I was in high school, I was programming in Pascal. When I was in the Army, I was coding in C and then C++, Unix, a bunch of different shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it started with Pascal. But then it all kind of built off that because it was just like differences in syntax, really. I could probably jump back in and learn some stuff pretty quickly because it's not that difficult. But yeah, fuck it. I'd rather play video games. Yeah, it won't run. It will not run. It will not tell you what's wrong. It just won't run. And your teacher won't tell you anything either. Well, it's not working. That's what I can tell you. Those people are extremely helpful. I'm making 1.875. Did I do oscillators twice? Surely I didn't do oscillators twice. Twicey? No, this is inbound. This is inbound. I don't know what I was looking at. When I was like, yeah, we're making 10 oscillators a minute. We're making 10 RCUs a minute, not 10 oscillators. We're making like 5 oscillators a minute. But we have buku material. You can if you want to. I'm gonna leave it going, so the game's gonna be up all night. I think Valius is gonna jump in too, but if you're welcome to. It's gonna be up, so just do your thing. I'm not turning anything off. I'm just gonna shut the door. I just started up. Oh, I reread that. Yeah. I gotta go take care of the wife. I gotta feed her and, you know, whatever. All that good stuff, so. But anyways, I think we got a lot done. I think he said he was going to work on aluminum or some shit. I told him, I gave him certain rules. I said, don't label anything, don't clean up any belts, and don't complete any milestones. And don't delete anything. You can pretty much do whatever you want other than that. So, I'm good with it. This is an absolute nightmare. Are you as triggered? Are you as triggered as I am? At this point. Yeah, it's saved. That way if he completely fucks everything up, which I don't think he will, I can just reload my save from when I quit. That's so funny that you're like, hard save. I gotta send him this. Session ID shouldn't have changed though. Can I copy it? Copy to clipboard. There we go. Cool. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. I got everything. I'm at a point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. So I'll be on here tomorrow for a long ass time. She's working tomorrow, so I'll get up in the morning, do my shit, then I'm gonna jump in game. So anyways, y'all have a good night. Make good decisions. You know, don't do the things that I would do, and if you do, name it after me. So we're good to go. I'm going to switch over to this screen, and I'm going to log out for the night. But I appreciate each and every one of you that's been lurking, that's watched today. And if you're watching the stream on record, I certainly appreciate that. So you guys have a good evening. Adios, muchachos.